my mature, radiant, and serene friends. Welcome back. If you're new, I'm Tia, and this week in Atlanta was full of just fun and amusement. Friends, flowers, chocolate, good food, reasons to get dolled up. My kind of week, you know? And, it was a reminder that in my soft life era, it's not about forcing anything. Like, for example, I ended up with this atrocious blemish on my face. And in the past, I would have popped this joker so fast, but I'm learning to let things kind of naturally rise to the surface on their own so that it can heal properly, so that I don't delay the healing process. Let things just kind of rise to the surface so they can clear the way they're supposed to.
Like you have lost respect for me, acting up in front of all my friends. Oh no, I don't like your tone, don't like the games you play, don't like the games you play. I already know that you talk behind my back. I already know that you hitting on my friend. Already know that you second guess my mindset, but let me just tell you that I already know what is wrong. It's goodbye, 'cause I know what's on your mind, deep down in your heart.
So before I show you guys what I picked up this week, I got a free bouquet with my Publix perks this week. I'm just gonna place these in my office on my desk. It doesn't take much to make everyday life feel special. I love when something small just makes my entire week feel beautiful. So let's go ahead and talk about what I got this week. So I did a collective shop between Aldi and Publix. Like I told you guys, I get most of my staples from Aldi, and then from Publix I pick up the BOGOs of specific items that either just look interesting that week for me to try out, or just the staples that I'm used to getting. So let's start with the produce, which is kind of the base of everything. I like keeping my meals fresh as much as possible. So from Publix, I did get some organic kale. Keeping this kale clean, massaged with a little bit of olive oil and kosher salt in the fridge has been a game changer for me, because it helps me make either kale salads or kava bowls and things like that. It's just very, very versatile, so I've been loving that. I also got some zucchini, because I'm going to be making some zucchini, angel hair, and shrimp scampi that I'm going to show you guys later. I also got some lemons, because I always have lemons on hand, whether I'm going to be making some lemonade with monk fruit sweetener, or seasoning salmon, or making my lemon ginger pulp. I always use lemons for so many different things. And I have some avocado, because I love making my little cilantro cream sauces, or just eating these on the side with my meals. These are also very versatile. And what else did I get? Oh, from Aldi I did get some lettuce, and I got some arugula. So my favorite salad mix is romaine and arugula. So they had arugula and baby spinach mix. So this is gonna make some awesome salads. And I also have some cucumber for salads. Or if I'm gonna make like a tzatziki sauce with my yogurt, these Campari tomatoes, which I love. These are so juicy and the closest tasting to garden fresh tomatoes. So I love having these just with like a tomato and cucumber and onion salad, or just on a regular salad, or just by themselves on the side of a plate, sprinkled with a little bit of salt and pepper. I love these. I just love tomatoes. And they're good for you, of course. What else did I get? Oh, and they have mango on sale, guys. I love mango when they come in season. They're so sweet and delicious. And I love freezing these sometimes. I may let these two get really, really ripe and pop them in the freezer and then add them to my smoothies or make like a puree to mix into my yogurt bowls. Love mangoes, and I will be eating a lot of these this season. I also got some broccoli because I'm always can have broccoli with something, guys. Like I said, I don't really eat much differently than I did before. It's just all about how I design my meals. And I typically find that I buy the same things over and over again, but I tend to be able to make a gazillion different things. Like I can just have steamed broccoli with a little bit of lemon juice, olive oil, salt and pepper drizzled over it on the side of some chicken or salmon. I can make beef and broccoli. I can make shrimp and broccoli. So many different things I can do with this. I'll probably end up even having some of this on the side with the shrimp scampi. Not sure, but we shall see. I also got some celery, guys, because I'm always gonna add this to some type of soup or stew. So always keep this on hand. And I got some mint from Aldi as well, because I love how just having this little extra treat from my water just makes the water go down easier. And of course it has some digestive and other benefits as well. And Aldi, I have literally been making sure that I get this organic grass-fed beef, and I get the 93% lean. Such a great deal, such variety. I can make even a spaghetti with marinara sauce with the ground beef. I can make some meatballs and gravy. I can, so many things. Y'all know. And I'll be showing y'all some of the meals that I make, obviously. And I got some shrimp too. And of course, again, this is for the shrimp zucchini angel hair pasta that I'll be making later. And of course, I got some eggs. Can't ever have enough of those. Publix also had red oranges on BOGO this week. And I love these for slicing in my tea, putting them in my water, just eating them on the side. These are absolutely delicious. For my non-food items, guys, I got some candles. I love candles. They always set the mood. I always have candles burning. They always have in here smelling good and looking nice. And, you know, like I said, just having that cool ambiance that just makes life feel good. Oh, actually forgot about these prebiotic sodas too from Aldi. These fall flavors are on sale, and this particular one, the spiced apple cider, is so yummy. And so I had to pick up a couple of those. And I'm actually sipping on one right now. So crisp and refreshing. Definitely tastes like fall in the cup, even though we're way beyond fall, but it's really good. And last but not least, I got some Vanity Fair everyday napkins. These are what I use in my bathroom. I have a napkin holder that's typically for dinner parties, but it matches the gold accents I have in my bathroom. And this is just a convenient way for me to have a way for my guests or myself to dry your hands after you finish washing your hands in the bathroom. And it just looks, you know, it fits the aesthetic, and it's just nice and convenient and looks good. Keeping these everyday living items stocked up when I get them on BOGO at Publix keeps my environment looking and feeling special without overspending. Oh, I forgot, I also grabbed these apothecary jars. They could be used for bath salts on my vanity. I could put cotton swabs in them, Q-tips, some makeup items, or even candies. I love gorgeous detail items like this because they really can change the way that a space feels. So I was very excited to find these this week.
shade. Once you set that fire into motion, you can move oceans. You can move oceans. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Ooh, you possess fire, you hold rain, but you forget about staying sane. Oh, oh, we know love as we know pain. Your lack of will is your bone.
Oh my God, y'all. I woke up this morning and all I had was some leftover spaghetti from Maggiano's, because when I eat stuff like that these days, I tend to not overeat. You know, obviously I have, you know, definitely cleaned up how I eat, but I also have balance and I enjoy myself. So I did go to Maggiano's recently and ordered the spaghetti with meat sauce. And I only ate probably about a third of it. So yesterday was a super, super busy day for me at work. And I just was like, you know what? I wanted some carbs. And I was like, okay, I've been good. I've been taking my steps, doing all my things, so I can finish off this spaghetti. So over the course of yesterday, I didn't eat a whole lot, but I didn't get a lot of protein because there's not really a lot of meat in that meat sauce. No disrespect to Maggiano's, because I love Maggiano's. They have excellent food and service. But anyway, I ended up eating the leftovers over 2 meals. And that was pretty much kind of all I ate yesterday. And with a side salad. But anyway, I woke up this morning and my stomach just felt so bloated and full. But I had to get some of my lemon ginger tea, which I've already drank it and I feel better. So I'm getting ready to have my first meal of today. That tea is a miracle. Not only do I drink it every day just for its digestive benefits, its blood sugar benefits, immunity benefits. I use it when it's that time of the month. If I have minor cramps or whatever, it's a natural pain reliever. Anyway, y'all know the drill. I take 1 whole lemon, which is very clean, and a big plug of ginger, and put that in my NutriBullet with just a few drops of water, just enough to make it blend up. And this lasts me probably about a good 2 weeks. I drank that, y'all, and immediately felt so much better. Hold on, I'm at work right now. Just taking a little break. Y'all, I'm so multitasking because I have shampooed my hair and it was time for me to do a protein treatment and a which I follow with moisture. So that's what I'm doing with my hair today while I'm working, but it's time for me to stop and eat something. So yeah, I've already taken my tablet form probiotics, so now I'm gonna take a spoonful of my coconut cult. I'll just take this much since I'm already taking a probiotic. The chocolate one is my favorite one. You guys already know I make my homemade yogurt. And this is a 1/2 cup of yogurt with a 1/2 cup of chopped frozen cherries and 1 tablespoon of flax meal. And I got my eggs over here that I'm about to scramble up. 2 eggs. I was talking to my friend Tanisha the other day. Hey, Tanisha. And she and I were talking. She was like, okay, you know, out of all the things that you implemented, what's been the thing that you feel has been the most beneficial in your wellness and weight loss journey? And I told her, like I tell everybody, it is your gut health. That is the center. That is the center of everything, y'all. So when I focused on that, everything really, it was like the catalyst to boost everything else. But y'all, I told y'all I did not change how I eat too much. I do design my meals better, but y'all listen, I did not give up my ketchup on my scrambled eggs. My girlfriend Shay's birthday party was tonight, and it was at Steak Market ATL, which is now Steak Market 44. I don't think it was 44 before, and I have been there once, I think maybe about 2 years ago. So it was nice to get back there tonight. They had a birthday party in a private room downstairs. It was really, really cool. And I managed to make it back at 10:49. I ate before I left because I didn't want to have all that stuff. And yeah, and today was another good hair day. I did my little protein. Y'all, I'm telling you, since I have been really being intentional about balancing my protein and moisture treatments, the hair has been hairing, okay? This is way past my bedtime. I intended to be back at home by 10:30, so I didn't do too bad on time. One of the biggest things that I learned is that sleep is so important. When you sleep, that's when you burn the most fat. So definitely want to get our sleep, if for no other reason than that. It was a little warm in the place, and so it's really funny when all the women are like, oh my god, it's so hot, and then the conversation goes to hot flashes and all of that, and they were like, oh my god. One lady said that she told her son to get her a I don't know, a contractor's fan or something the next time he went to Home Depot. So I'm getting ready to put on some tea and take a shower, because, you know, I get nervous when I go out now, and, you know, the first thing I did when I came in was wash my hands. All right, y'all, I got the cooties off and got the makeup off. You know what? It feels like a load is lifted off my shoulders when I take off, sorry, when I take off the makeup. And now I'm going to do my skincare. I've actually been just enjoying this lately, this process of layering and hydrating my skin. I've done some research, y'all, and learning the steps that really work for me. And look, I got it all saved on my phone, the different steps or whatever, because I do different things on different nights. And tonight is what's called my hydration nights. But yeah, y'all, these 40s have really, you know, I can see how my skin has changed, but it's good to know that they have like things on the market that really can, you know, keep us looking luscious. So I'll be glad when I memorize this, because I'm like, it should not be that much. All right, so last thing, and this is the last step, and this is a moisturizing mask. And you know what, I've learned now that you know, your products can last longer because you actually don't have to use all of them every night. Like, I just invested in this mask that I just added to my regimen, and I only have to use this twice a week when I'm doing extra hydration. And this is to like prep my skin for my retinol and also for afterwards. So I'm not gonna get into that because we'll talk about like skincare later, but I will show you guys, if anyone is interested in buying a retinol product, then this is a good place to start. And guys, this is like magic in a bottle, okay? I have seen such improvements with this product, and it's called Ven Retinol 0.1. So even though it's a very I don't want to say weak, but it's not as strong as of a retinol product, but it is strong. This is tea, okay? Yeah, I was literally inside the restaurant thinking, you know, ended up being like maybe 40 or 50 people there, and you know, everybody's talking and shaking hands and oh, nice to meet you and all this stuff. And the whole time I'm like, ooh, when I get back home, I'm getting in that shower to wash off these cooties, and I'm gonna have me a cup of tea before I go to bed. Looking back over this past week, I realized that My life is getting softer while my boundaries are getting stronger. And the funny thing about that is the stronger my boundaries are, the more I'm receiving the things that I really want. The stronger my boundaries are, it seems like the more I'm getting the things that I feel are truly meant for me. And that's what a soft life really feels like.